It is January 6th, 1:10 in the afternoon, and the 28 days of me just like not really having a title and just putting the date as the title are now up. So I don't know, I'm kind of excited, kind of scared. I don't think I should be scared, but yes. And let me remind myself why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to practice and learn how to articulate my thoughts into like words and be able to express my ideas and how I actually feel about things. And two, this is also like a journal for me, because if you constantly just leave the things in your head and you don't somehow express them by writing them down or by speaking about them, then they just constantly loop in your head and you can never get a bigger idea of it, or you can never just get it out of your head, which I think this has helped me the most with. And also I find that journaling and stuff like that, it helps you find the answer to your problems that you didn't think that you would find, or you find like this deeper answer that you wouldn't have found if you just Googled it or something. I guess today there's like a lot of topics on my mind, but one thing is I think I have to remind myself is that with the titles that it doesn't have to be perfect, and the video doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be like a super engaging title. And to remind myself that the purpose of this is, and I started this just to learn to articulate my thoughts and be more open. So rather than trying to make the perfect title, just be consistent. And even if you feel like you didn't get it, just put it out there anyways, because the more you practice, the more you get it. And people always talk about like luck, the lucky girl syndrome and stuff like this, but I think real luck comes from doing things consistently and putting yourself in a position to receive luck. Don't say but I also wanted to talk about jealousy. So I used to be like really jealous, like every day. If I would see someone who I thought was like prettier than me, then I would just be so jealous and try to pick at something about them that wasn't perfect. But the thing is that humans aren't perfect, and rather than trying to be better than everybody, you have to have that mindset of everybody is equal. And that you should treat everyone with respect, unless they don't treat you with respect, then you set your boundaries. But when you get a jealous thought or a jealous feeling, you have to, one, remember that it's a normal human emotion and that everyone in their life feels jealous at some point. And you have to also realize that you are just the listener of your thoughts, and you don't really have to react meanly to someone just because you feel jealous of them. And instead of just being jealous, look at it from a bird's eye kind of view, and just kind of observe what's going on in your head, like you're some kind of scientist. And if you do this with everything you think about, you learn, one, like a lot about yourself, but two, you learn a lot about other people. Because I noticed that when people would react negatively to me, I remembered that they were jealous because of what I learned about myself, but I knew it had nothing to do with me because I had always just observed my thoughts. I learned that they were just expressing their emotions and their insecurities about themselves.